bubbling situation in Washington, D.C. is shining a light on an important transparency law.
This is Dr. David Shine, and welcome to Business Law 101.
In 1967, the Freedom of Information Act, also known as FOIA, went into effect. Designed to ensure Americans' transparency involving government acts, it has sadly turned into an excuse to dodge questions rather than provide critical information about the operations of our increasingly complex government. The origins of this story is the investigation of the House Select Subcommittee on the coronavirus pandemic and what has been called a cover-up. The chairman of the committee is Brad Wenstrup, Republican, Ohio. Somewhere, emails were obtained as part of this investigation showing that Dr. David Murrens, a former top advisor to Dr. Anthony Fauci, that he had been taught how to avoid FOIA requests within the National Institutes of Health. Specifically, there is an email referring to the FOIA Lady. Her real name is Margaret Marge Moore. She has retained a major law firm to represent her, which has made the investigation into this previously unknown federal bureaucrat even more high profile. In fact, her law firm advised the committee chair in writing that they regarded the subpoena to her to testify as harassment. The chair shot back with a detailed letter of its own refuting key points in the attorney's letter. The law firm then advised that if Marge Moore did show up, she would invoke the Fifth Amendment. That, of course, is the amendment that protects Americans from compelled self-incrimination. While invoking the Fifth is not allowed to be viewed as an admission of criminal activity, it often raises red flags that can result in further investigation and perhaps prosecution. Chairman Wenstrup then stated, and I quote, "Her alleged scheme to help NIH officials delete COVID-19 records and use their personal emails to avoid FOIA is appalling and deserves a thorough investigation." Then he continued, "Holding Ms. Moore accountable for any role she played in undermining American trust is a step toward improving the lack of accountability and absence of transparency regarding spreading across many agencies within our federal government." And then she did appear before the committee and invoked the Fifth Amendment when she appeared there. We'll be watching this for further information. This is a particularly sore point in terms of many Americans in attempting to get information under FOIA have been frustrated in their efforts. So perhaps this will trigger some reform in this area.